Hey class, welcome to week 4. Give yourselves a big hand. 4 weeks of college and you're done. It's exciting. So I say this in every video, but week 4 is really important, the content that we're talking about. If you haven't noticed this yet, each week that we've discussed content, it's kind of building on the week prior to, in terms of kind of building this arsenal of tools that you'll have to be a really effective student by the end of FYS 1010. You know, it's really important to think about the way that you're approaching material and think about how you're thinking about that material. So using metacognition. And then week 2, we talked about, being productive and procrastination and your block schedules. So week 3, you should be submitting shortly by tomorrow. And hopefully you're finding that while it was a lengthy assignment, it's an assignment that really takes you through the process that's going to ensure that you are retaining information, accurate information, and moving it into that long-term memory. So you're not in a position where you feel like you have to cram because you haven't been paying attention or understanding things and waiting to the last minute to try and learn them. Week 4 is all about test taking and testing anxiety, which is very much a real thing. So I find this module to be really helpful, and actually a lot of former FYS students also say the same thing about this module. So in here, we're going to talk about habits that make preparing for exams less stressful. So, the ways for you to go about that, and then also specific tips for different types of exams. So if you have classes that are using mostly multiple choice exams, some ways to approach those questions and ways to prepare for those exams. And then same thing with essay, because you might go about the preparation for that a little bit differently. Like I said, we're going to touch on tips to reduce test taking anxiety. And then your homework assignment is going to be you creating a study plan as a tool so that you can use it a week prior to your exams. And with midterms coming up for many of you, I think this is appropriately timed as you kind of think forward to when that exam is going to be, how far back you should be going to start your studying, what's going to be covered on the exam, so on and so forth. So I did set this module up the same exact way as I set up week 3. What I'm finding is that a lot of students, once the module opens, are jumping right to the assignments and then not going through the lecture content and asking me questions that are answered in the lecture. Guys, it is your job to go through these modules in the order that they're listed, and it's your job to watch this. I know it seems easier because it's an asynchronous course and you don't have to actually come to class, but you should be scheduling time for FYS to watch and go through that lecture material. You should be looking at the syllabus prior to, kind of as your pre-lecture prep, to get ready to prep your brain for the topics. And then you should be going back to this stuff and thinking through it again, deciding which of this stuff is stuff that you want to implement immediately and which are maybe some tools or ideas that you can hold off on for a couple of weeks because you're overwhelmed with other things. So you will not be able to actually do the assignment until you go through all of this stuff here. The week 4 participation assignment this week is, it's really kind of a check-in to see where you're at. Just noticing that a lot of you are saying that you should be productive and you should be sticking to a schedule, but you're having a really hard time doing that because your mood gets in the way or distractions come really easily to you. So I just want to check in and see where you're at. Please know that I am a resource for you. So if there are things you want to chat about, or maybe kind of just get off your chest to get the words out and I can help you get organized, I'm happy to do that. At this point, I would ask that you use Advising Works to schedule an appointment with me because it's really hard for me to go back and forth with you via email. And that way you can just see when I'm available and schedule an appointment and we can chat. We can even have coffee over Zoom or Teams, whatever we're using. So take some time, please review those learning objectives, go through all of the material in the lecture. And then when it comes to the assignment, I do want you to take some time to look at the assignment and ask questions if you don't understand. I have included one very good example because I do feel like the quality of work that I'm getting is not college level all the time. And I don't think some of you are putting forth the effort that I'm expecting as a college instructor. So from this point forward, I will not be allowing any redos. Grades will be given as they are. So questions, reach out, email me, Canvas message me, whatever you need to do. I'm checking them all as much as I can. So have a great week and I will see you guys soon. Bye.